Hey guys, it's Mark and welcome back to the channel where it's all about racing. Today we're going to take a close look and talk a little bit about the development and the history of the Lamborghini SC63, the number 63 car in this model that participated in the 2024 IMSA 12 Hours of Sebring. Now guys, it seems that IMSA almost has exclusive marketing rights for anything and everything IMSA, and this car largely did compete in IMSA most of the time. It is a 143 scale resin model mounted on these absolutely gorgeous plastic white bases, comes in this huge oversized box with the IMSA logo in the background, open-sided on both ends, the back of it, TSM model on IMSA, and the bottom all the licensing information. Now, the SC63 was designed by Lamborghini and built by Ligier to compete in the GTP Hyperclass in the IMSA Sports Car Championship, as well as the WEC. Does anybody know what the SC63 stands for? I didn't until researching this. But the SC stands for Squadra Corsa. The number 63 refers to the year of the foundation of Lamborghini Auto brand in 1963. Now, Lamborghini introduced the car in 2022 and projected competing in both the IMSA and the WC in 2024. Iron Lynx would run the program through 2027. Well, we know that that didn't happen entirely. Lamborghini did field two cars for the 2024 20 Hours Le Mans, although only one running at the time, previously in Qatar and the 12 Hours of Sebring. Now, Lamborghini declined to return to the FIA WC in 2025 due to the two-car requirement, and thus decided to field a single car, the number 63, in the IMSA WeatherTech Series. Now, just 2 years later, in 2026, Lamborghini ended the program with a quote-unquote strategic realignment of its motorsports activity. Lamborghini's focus would be on the upcoming Temerario GT3, but the brand is considering coming back in 2027 if it can find a suitable partner. Now, the SCC featured a twin-turbo V8 and a standardized hybrid drivetrain components provided by Williams Advanced Engineering, Bosch, and X-Track for a possible combined power output of 671 horsepower or 500 kilowatts. Now, guys, I like the design of the car. It doesn't really stand out to me in any other way from the huge field of GTP cars that we have today. The green with the white and the little bit of red that you see in the stripe, I guess, is emblematic of Italy, but just doesn't knock me out. I think that the folks at TSM did a really good job on this car, both in every respect that you would expect from TSM, from the finish to the details to the sculpting, everything just dead on. Now, if you take a quick look at the headlights and the way that the fog lights are embedded into the front of the car, and at the sharp angles they have, I think it looks really, really good. I love the splitter with the red outline on it, and the dive planes in them. I'm going to show you these. They're absolutely massive. The headlight detail, I think, is really, really good. You can see the radiators in there, the one aerial. You move up. The cabin detail is pretty good, although it's hard to see. You have the chrome roof with the pitot tube and the other aerials on top of that. And of course, the chrome roof is so that it helps keep the cabin cool while racing. The wheel and tire details are excellent. Michelin tires, great looking wheels. You have the black number panels, which are required by IMSA for the GTP prototype class. One thing I really like, check out the latches of separate pieces that are mounted onto the cabin door. Just a really, really nice detail by TSM and just well done. Everything's beautiful as you run from the car to the back. And you've got the shark fin there with the Iron Lynx on it, and just beautiful carbon detailing in the rear panels of the car. Just looks really, really sharp. Guys, to me, the money shot is the rear of the car. I love it, how the exhausts just glare out at you. Really, really impressive looking. Nicely shaped, nicely designed. All in all, it looks like a really complete model. The taillights, I think, are really unique with the almost Y shape that you have on it. It's a shame that TSM didn't color them red. I think that would have been better than the just white that you see there. Very nice job on the rear diffuser. The carbon fiber detail on the rear wing is very sharp, and a cool look at the shape of the car and the grain you can see there from the top shot. Guys, there's a cool look at the rear of the car. Going to the front. Well, folks, I think that wraps it up. Hope you've enjoyed this look at the Lamborghini SC63. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.